Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Again? I c-
Hey, was there something you needed?
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Oh,
Did you take the documents?
He's trying to throw her off with the bluntness of the question.
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them. They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel? There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue. If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells. You clearly see footprints in the downy...
Jackpot! These and...
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling. It's a sign of the Whirling in Rags not being part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood.
Relax, Mr. Gart. I'm sure there is no doom. He simply wants to share his discoveries with you.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, some doom ghost.
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that. Some real estate management company, they never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved. Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the Whirling. What about the...
He's hesitating, not sure.
Anyway, I thought we were talking about the Whirling. Whatever. Was there anything else? Because I need to think about how I'm going to get those pinballs in here. Yes?
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That ruby of yours? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and ruby-centric in the end. Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash? Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. No, they didn't. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now, you know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Yes? What is it? Okay. Yes. That was pretty good.
What? No. No, 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 no. There are universal standards of good out there, and that was just complete shit.
Jean, he's not right. Treat him like you treat McCoy's little brother.
Yes, and I'm wondering why. Don't you have a case to solve?
Yes? Did you want something from me?
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want?
Host almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Everything's still cool here, officer. I only accept legal tender, officer. Unless that's code for something.
It is not code. He really means his individual net worth. It is not legal tender.
In that case, I cannot accept that as payment, officer. I run everything above board here. Cash only. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guarantee. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Very cool. I like your style, officer. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Abort. These are...
Damn, officer!
It's going to be very difficult for anyone...
No, you are definitely not buying those. No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
The Lieutenant's reverse psychology for Betty doesn't work on you. If you want to look like a mega-secret midlife crisis, that's your choice. These are
all first-rate sunglasses. You keep coming back.
You find your hat. The box smells.
Economical, but also trendy.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. This is... I certainly wouldn't pass up the opportunity to acquire something that can make princes out of peons. Owning shares, that's where the proper trade is. Far beyond the pittance I deal with in here. Nothing's wrong with it. The shop suits me fine, it's just... we all need a bit of luck in our lives, you know. A lottery win. No can do. I need to make money. This is a business first and foremost, not a charity. No offense, but I don't think it would do me much good. Nothing to do with you. It's just my customers tend to be, well, they wouldn't know who you are.
He's right. His customers are desperates, lowlifes, and bored browsers. They don't understand high culture. They don't want their purchases to elevate them. They just want some old junk at a bargain price.
I'd be glad to trade for your shares. Let's stick to that. In theory, yes. You probably have enough to afford it all. However, I don't plan on selling up and joining the mastodons of La Delta just yet. What I can do is trade that modified streetlight over there for some of your shares. It's the most expensive item in here. The finest in interior lighting.
Expensive isn't everything. And we know that light isn't even a recognizable brand. You can't exactly strut down the street and turn heads with it like you can a new Perseus Black number either. Sure it does. Not saying you should definitely not get it, but let's think about what to do with it first. Any ideas? There's much to be learned in this kind of rewiring job. You could steal its secrets and make a whole line of modified street tech to sell to the public. It's up to you. If you think it's got ROI potential, then go ahead. Just bear in mind that these shares are developing into a fortune without you having to do anything.
Have another look at it. Really take in that quality craftsmanship. Any other questions in the meantime?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive.
You're probably talking about the revolutionary. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
Big men on big horses.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are
Which ones? Ah, those.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece. This found the smell of cigarette. There's something odd about the passenger. These are one of them. There's definitely perfume. The remnants of a sweet June. The actress is draped. The actresses and the rear looks like.
Strange. There are so many radio stations.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely No, that's on 78.9. What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that. No, that's on What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. For contacting... Looks like we are dealing...
A 20-kilometer radius at least. The ghostly actresses. And you wedge yourself. But one sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it to yourself.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. At least we can now ask Titus some concrete questions about it.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console and a faint smell of perfume is in the air. Voila, a stack.
Bonne prise.
This large map, toll booths, there, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages to Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods. This municipal, no storm will ever drown Revachol. The great solution to the riddle of history.
Best not to disturb the scene.
The stack of maps looks just like before. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of, it looks like an, these four,
The Ulan frequency system.
pull out toolbox, close the, the woman, look, girl child, you hear her say. Girl child, girl child.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
man. It's good to see you.
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going. Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him. Yeah, sometimes, when I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Goodbye, officer.
Welcome back. No,
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Teenagers skulking around. Gang members looking for a hole in the Union's defenses. Maybe Ruby too. But she wouldn't be able to tell from here.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party. Sure, you helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know? Ah, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today she told me about Welkins, and she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic. He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean do? Like for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere. He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself. Sir, I abide by the law.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her than she lets on.
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering. Okay, then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people. Yeah, I hope you do. Who do you want to know about? Andre, he's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least.
She rubs her sides, but not from cold. Her shoulders are relaxed. She must have taken a hit, or she's on an upswing.
He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer. Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know.
Yeah, drugs, shit, fuck. We don't care.
Yes. Anyway. Yes. Who do you want to know about? Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man, but he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on. Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess. Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower? Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. All right. There is. Thank you. Sure.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. It's hardcore! Skibbity, skibbiday.
Your cop training did.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Here comes the night. We're close. True, hard, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yakokata, the place to be! Yakokata is a hardcore place! We're close. True, hard, hardcore! Hardcore to the mega, internally coherent. All car! All right! Yeah! Gotta get the people going! I'm the party boy. It's my job. 2 on a track. Watch your back. Watch out for the heart attack. We're close. True, hard, full, car. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega, internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah! Gotta get the people going. Yeah, request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible. We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah! Gotta get the people. I'm the party boy. It's hardcore party 24/7 beyond the winter's orbit style. We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the meg, internally coherent.
All car! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
The question is, what is the question? But there was no question.
We're close. True, hard, hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent.
All car!
He furrows.
Hard.
Is it though? What is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5? Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music. Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter! There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore. It is, isn't it? I knew it. But how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hyper, how could anything be? No! This is the answer! Yeah! No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, Sooner or later, one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reversion imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean. That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop, too. He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With the rebel yell! I can do that! If you want that, I can be a conduit for the mystical nationhood!
Please don't turn him into a fascist.
Oh yeah, sure. This is exactly what we need.
Aye! Yeah! Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Lungs are for love! When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah! I think so. Rhymes that keep their secrets will unfold behind the clouds. All right!